Rob, John here. How's it going today?
Good, John. Thanks for calling me about this. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you're sure welcome. Well, remember we talked about the inspection a little, and we had a great inspector. Kent does a good job. He's never missed anything important for anybody, and I think
Okay.
the way he presents things is realistic. Do you feel the same way? Do you think it was a good inspection?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Excellent.
I'm just concerned about a few things,
Well,
obviously.
sure.
but,
Yeah, and inspections, there's no such thing as a perfect house. So we basically have three good ways to respond to this Binzer, and that are within the normal realm of response for a buyer and negotiable. One is you can say, I've seen enough, I don't want to buy this house anymore. I would urge you not to go that route because we've got a lot of time into this so far, and you really love the house, and so does your wife. Okay, so let's take one off the table.
Okay.
Two, we can look at some issues on the house, and once again, there's no such thing as a perfect house. They don't exist. I could send Kent into a brand new Shea home, and he would find 25 things wrong with it. Okay.
Okay.
The second way we could do it is we could ask the seller to fix everything. Okay, on the seller's dime. Okay. There's a couple of caveats that you might want to think about with that. One of them being, if you ask the seller to fix something our inspector found, that seller is going to fix it as cheap and dirty and fast as he possibly can. And do you want to live in a house with a bunch of Band-Aid and bubble gum holding it together?
No.
You probably don't.
No.
So I urge people, that think about before you ask a seller to fix the things. The third thing we can do is we can ask for money. We can ask them to either reduce the sales price or pay more towards your closing costs at closing, or buy down your loan.
Okay.
So to offset the inconvenience you're going to have now that you purchase this home, you got to fix these few things once you move into it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just a summary of how people can respond to a Binzer. We can respond any way we want,
Okay.
but I just want to summarize that for you.
Sure. No, it's really good
Okay.
information.
So what's your main concern with the house? You looked at the inspection, and I know that you've got some concerns. What's the first one?
Well, it's just that. I mean, I love that and fix everything, right? But I know some is probably a little petty,
Yeah.
John. But the main things, the roof is the big one. The notes about the AC, and the water heater,
Yeah.
those mechanical items. But the roof is kind of a scary one to me because it says here it's at the end of its useful life, but I guess there's no leaks yet. So, but I want that replaced.
What did Kent say? I think his words were that it was probably okay for 2 to 5 years, but it's not leaking right now.
Yeah.
Isn't that how he termed it?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So if we were to ask the seller to buy you a new roof, okay, this is a plain Gambo roof. It's only going to cost probably around $17,000 to replace the roof on a house this size. Okay. The sellers, first of all, I'll tell you right now, I'm sure the seller's not going to do it. They'll say no to that. So we'll blow the deal up if we ask for that. Okay. We can ask for something to offset your potential expense by maybe asking him for a little discount on the house. If he puts a $17,000 roof on the house and you move in and you live there 20 years, who realized the benefit of that $17,000?
Well, I do, but I mean, I'm going to be living there, so I should, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like, you're buying a house. Should he buy you a new car right now too, just because your car's getting old? Probably not. So, but
that'd be cool, but yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But so really, I mean, what's reasonable? Probably in the next 2 to 5 years, you're going to have to replace this roof. If you want some peace of mind, you can do it right away. In fact, if you like, we can probably add it to your purchase agreement and talk to your lender about having the lender pay for that on your 30-year mortgage. If that roof's that important to you, we can get a bid. You can increase your offer by the amount of the bid, and in the first 30 days you live there, you can have a new roof put on it, and it'll be included in your mortgage. There's programs like that.
Okay.
If that's your choice. But I guess what I'm trying to really say is, if we insist on the seller giving us a new roof, they're going to insist on us raising the price